Well, hello and welcome to Snake River Junction. My name is Gary. In this episode, I'm working on the last two locomotives out of a 5 set. It's going to be in a 2-part series, so here's part 1. These are the last 2 trains of the lot that I bought of 5 that need to be fixed. They're identical. They are a 0, 4, 0 Mantua shifter. Originally tested them, got some power. You can see the wheels pretty filthy. They're missing the traction tire. Got a little rust I have to fix. This one you can see with a little scrubbing. Wheels are cleaned. Still need to get traction tires for that. This one was missing cylinder valve weight, which I was able to get at a reasonable price. I do need to change out couplers. This one, the motor did work. I do need to make this crossbar over here on this side and that side, similar to the ones that you see right there. Probably going to use a tin can lid to try to make it. Doesn't need to be painted. And the brass bell needs to be cleaned because that's how it should look. Take it apart. I'm going to disconnect the coal tender. So I'm not dragging it around. These I should take off too. Got to clean the wheels. Also want to clean this area because that's where it's making contact. Next, I am removing the 2 screws that hold the retainer plate on. Which gives you access to the bearings, which you can remove to clean. Take the boiler off. You just need to take this screw off. You gotta be careful, there's little tabs here. This screw holds the motor. Need to give the shell a little push forward because of the tabs in the back. Since this is not soldered on, I'm just gonna pull it out. I need to replace this wire because it's a little bit short. At this point, I noticed something was missing from the coupler. Don't want to lose this one. That's a little spring for the coupler. goes. That one is trying to make a run for it. It should go right here. TNT's 2 notches right there. This took off. I was able to find a little spring, put it back in. It's right there. Hopefully you can see it. Yeah. So I'm gonna put this all to the side so I don't touch it. I'll start cleaning this. Got my gloves on. Working with a fiberglass scratch pen. Glass gets in your hands, and the IPA kind of dries your skin out. Doesn't look too bad, the armature. Just gonna undo this little spring and drop off the brush. Using the fiberglass scratch pen to clean the armature. So once you do that, then you get a little toothpick, you get in the little grooves. I'll have it open. I'm gonna put a little oil right by the thrush washer and a little bit on the opposite side. After that, I clean the brush and the spring. Put it right back. Easier way to clean brass. A little brass cleaner. So I take a little of that. Put it on. And then scratch it. Nice and shiny. I do the same thing with the wheels. Let's get the screwdriver in there. Push it up a little bit. Push the wheel out. There we go. I'll gauge it later. putting the brass on the same side. Using the screwdriver to pry it up a little bit. Wheels keep slipping. This one is a harder one now. There we go. Woo, that was a hard one. Let's make sure these are in gauge. That's one. See if I can get the other one off. Make sure you get all the grooves. The brass cleaner finds its way in there. There it is. It's definitely gonna get electricity now flowing through it. I repeated the process for the second chuck assembly. Now I'm cleaning the driver assembly and gears. I removed the crosshead guide with a little screwdriver and gave it a little twist. I'm going to leave the other one on because it's identical. I was going to copy that one. Using a fiberglass scratch pen, I cleaned the contact points on the cold tender. Put it back. I'll put it back the same way. Just gotta make sure the brass is on the same side. It's clean. And all the wheels are in the right gauge. Let's go put all this back together. It's been clean. I did manage to find some traction tires. I had some 9mm one that fit. It's from Love Trains Hobbies. I had a few on hand, so worked. If it didn't work, I would have used this bullfrog snot. Now I'm just gonna put it back together. Get my little cushion here. Reinstalling the brass bearings. First the long axle and then the short axle. Reinstalling the gear wheel assembly. Reattaching the retainer plate. That's back on. Putting the crosshead guide back on. There we go. Reattaching the valve cylinder weight. Make sure the crosshead guide groove is securely attached to the chassis before bolting the weight down. Reattaching the headlight wire back under the spring. Reattach the shell. This is back. This one I still have to put this piece in, which I had to cut them out from this. We have one little piece that might work. It's not. One is almost back to normal. Stay tuned for part 2. Thanks for watching.